Welcome back to the next episode of The Old Guy in the Net.
Anyway, it's Friday morning. We're here at Wesley Chapel. Pickup as my suspension, 30-day suspension from USA Hockey is in the second week. I'm keeping myself busy. Keeping myself busy, playing a lot of street hockey, playing here. This pace isn't always the fastest, but great group of guys. Got some good shooters. Keep me going. What else? Got a nice new Whaler shirt on.
So here with these pickup hockey games in Wesley Chapel, a lot of players come and go, right? So it's just never the same group from week to week, especially as we get later into the season, like here, October. A lot of Canadian players come down into Florida to spend the winters, and they start to join us. And, so you start to see a lot of new faces. In this particular game, I'm noticing this defenseman, and he's dressed in green, kind of matches my shirt. But anyway, his play is solid. He's a stay-at-home defenseman. He moves the puck well. For a goalie, it's different in pickup because, like I've said before, a lot of players don't want to play defense in pickup hockey. They want to go down and score goals, understandably. But this particular player, he's like taking pride in playing defense. It's just everything. It's hard to explain. I'll try my best, but it's, you make a save and you look and he's like right there curling. He knows, for me, the easiest play is as he's curling, I'll make a quick pass and we're out of our zone. And he's doing that. He's got it all. He anticipates everything. And, you'll see throughout the first few clips here, a little bit of it, but it was much more noticeable to me as a goalie because, especially again here, we don't have like players that do this. And this is the first time I'm playing with this guy. I've never seen him before. I don't know his name. I don't know anything about him, but I'm quickly noticing I have this gentleman who's playing like great defense, and he seems to be really connected with the goalies. At some point, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes into the skate, I go over to the bench for something, and he's sitting on the wall there, and I have a quick conversation with one of the teammates. I said something like, the way this guy's playing, it seems like we've been playing together for 10 years or so. And we had a laugh, and it was funny to me as I look back on it now, because again, I didn't know who he was. And it wasn't until after I was told that it was Dwayne Rollison, the NHL professional, the goalie. Of course he was going to be connected with me. Of course he knew where I wanted to play the puck, and he knew exactly where to go. It was pretty cool. He never said anything to me other than, good play, great save. When these players show up and they've played at higher levels, you can quickly pick up on it. It's something about their game that you'll notice that's far different from everybody else. And like Rollison, again, he was a goalie, but here he is playing defense. But because he's been around professionals all his life and played at such high levels, the highest level, he knows where to go. He anticipates the play. One of these plays, you'll see him, he's just lifting up the forward stick out front of the net. Nothing like physical or whatever, but he knows as a defenseman, I'm not just going to stand here and let you put your stick down the ice for an easy tap in. He's holding the player's stick up off the ice. Again, in pickup, you don't have that because guys, they're just not going to play that way. He does. And for me as a goalie, it was so much appreciated, so easy to play behind him, and look forward to playing future games with him here in Wesley Chapel and maybe talk about goaltending because, again, I was kind of ignorant. I didn't know who he was, and so I never talked anything about positioning or goaltending or whatever, and he didn't offer it. He just let me do my thing, and it was cool, man. He's a great guy, solid defenseman, and it was great stuff that Friday.
All right, we're at Lakewood Ranch today. I think it's like October 15th. We'll try you up here for a period.
After all the fun I had on Friday, Saturday wasn't the case. Normally, you know, when I come here to Manatee Ball Hockey League, it's more laid back, and to be quite frank, I don't give up many goals. On this particular Saturday, I gave up a lot of goals. And there were two players, Jamie and Sean, who were dominating the play. It was like they were playing at a whole different level than everybody else. They brought it, and they were scoring left and right. And you know what? Usually you can brush these type of performances off and just put it aside. It actually was the beginning of a bit of a slump for me. It began here. So I have the ability to go back and review all these videos and can kind of figure out where things went off track. And this particular performance was the beginning of it. It's interesting as a goalie how things can go south. You know, mentally coming here that morning, there wasn't any negative thoughts. I was looking forward to playing and kind of expected the same old, but that didn't happen. Giving up breakaway goals, I was, shots from the point, they were getting like redirected at the last minute. It seemed like a lot of the goals were going in, were in tight defense, whether they were covering or not. It just wasn't a good performance overall for me. I left the rink and, try to just put it out of my mind. So later on the same evening, knowing that I had all this time off and I didn't have to miss hockey games, I've talked about this in the past where, I can play a lot of hockey, but I need to keep the wife happy too. There has to be a balance, family life and, Mark's personal pursuit of playing all kinds of hockey. So there needs to be a balance. So again, now with this clear schedule, we booked a trip to Vegas for the week. I did a little running on Vegas Boulevard. We watched the baseball playoffs in Circa. That's an incredible new casino in downtown Vegas if you've never been. Every game, every sport on the TV possible. Did some of that. Played some video poker. Wife likes to hit the slot machine. She did that. And then we ended the week hitting the Bat Out of Hell musical, which was actually really good. It was very entertaining. It was a great show. And it was, week 3 of my suspension. So I didn't have to think about hockey at all. I kind of got away. So again, coming off this poor performance in Manatee, now I'm off for an entire week, which is good. It can reset the mind. But in this case, it didn't work that way. When I resumed playing the following week, the struggles continued. In the next episode, it was a red-eye flight from Vegas and then straight to the ball hockey court in Fishhawk. And then I finished the week with some more ice hockey in Wesley Chapel. Thank you for watching. Please consider subscribing. Peace, everyone.